Hello, everyone. Kunimitsu 877 here, and I'm making a quick video. It's just a fun little video talking about the Proud Family. It's another show I love. I grew up with this show. I like this show, and I like the original show and the newer show. I think both are really good. One thing I wanted to talk about was mainly, it's in the title of the video. You know who I'm talking about. It's the character that virtually every single fan I've come across despises. And I am no exception. I got the idea to do this video from Toby Turner. He does really good Proud Family based videos and other videos in general. He's really good, heavily recommend. Go give him a sub. His link will be in the description after the stream. But essentially, we're here to discuss oh, there we go. There we go. I'm back. Sorry, my microphone wasn't working for a second. Um, but this character on the show, she was meant to be, the stereotypical political activist, the ones we see a lot nowadays. And, I wanted to go into it with an open mind, but I just knew. I just knew just from the way she was designed, just the small little description of her, I just knew that she was not going to be a likable character from the get go. So her coming out that way didn't shock me. But I'll just say this, I'm not surprised she doesn't have a lot of fans. Rewatch Louder and Prouder, especially the first two seasons. She's not innocent in the third season either. Most of the biggest problems were caused by her. We all remember what she did to Zoe, where she made up a rumor and turned the whole group against her for no reason at all, and then just act like she did nothing wrong. And then we also know her very first introduction was a clear indicator of how she was going to be for the rest of the series. Stupid, arrogant, narcissistic, rude, stuck up, self-righteous, can't do nothing wrong, is is always right no matter the situation, even if it's a situation she herself starts. Which, trust me, if you are a newcomer to Louder and Prouder, you will see a lot of. You will see a lot of issues mainly started by her. You see that in episode 1. You see that in the episode where everyone was against Zoe. You see that in an episode where she literally encourages La Cienega to start doing stuff with Penny's boyfriend. You see her starting drama all the time for no reason, which, yes, that is what Proud Family is known for. It's a very dramatic show, but usually there's a bit of layers when it comes to the drama. Even like back in the old series, there was usually reasons for stuff to be happening. But for her, no, she just starts it because that's what Maya does. That's what she adores. That's what she wants to do. And You know, they obviously enjoy doing that for her character. They, I think they had an idea of what they wanted to do. I think they had an idea of wanting to put out this type of character because a lot more people like her were existing in our real life that police everybody on doing certain things. And if you don't conform to her standards, then you're a trash human being, you're a horrible human being, and she don't want to associate with you unless you think like her or behave like her or have the same thoughts as her. You can't deviate from that. That's kind of what she's based on. So in that aspect, I think she's nailed pretty clearly. Now, do I think every activist who falls under this category is as messy as she is? No, but a lot of them are. A lot of them are that way where they will, frame their negative behavior, their nasty behavior on, oh, well, I'm doing it for social justice. Oh, I'm doing it because I'm, speaking the truth or whatnot, when half the stuff you say is not backed by facts. I'm not saying that's every activist. I'm saying it's the ones that she is clearly based on, that she is clearly modeled after. And I almost wonder with the writers, directors, and the artists, I wonder, did they design this character to be hated? Did they design this character to be disliked? Did they design her? Because I'm not going to say she doesn't have nice moments. She has a few of them, but that's just it. Her nice moments are very few and far between. Her likable moments are almost non existent. And she just sucks as a character. There's and there's nothing unique about her. Like what's unique about her? Oh, she's an activist. Penny was already an activist. Oh, she's the sassy, blunt, in your face kind of character. La Cienega already has that role and has had that role. Oh, she's messy and starts drama about everyone else. Dejanay already does that. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to understand what the thought process was behind this character, what the intentions were with this character. Were we supposed to walk away being on this character's side? Were we supposed to walk away knowing that this character is a trash human being, but we're going to keep them around because ratings? I don't know. um, I don't know. I just feel like the moments that she's had time to shine, they don't paint her in a good light. If this is your way of trying to get more activists, this is doing the opposite because people do not like this character. People cannot stand this character. People have voiced many videos on why she's a horrible representation for the activist side. And what makes this character unique amongst the cast? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. She is purely there to start drama. That is her only purpose in the entire show is to start drama, is to start shit with people for no reason. That's her purpose. That's what she gets off on doing, which don't get me wrong, can be entertaining to watch at times if the character is at least funny, but she's not. They just give her these sassy one-liners that don't have a punchline at all. And I don't know, she just gives off a character that she gives off the kind of person where if she catches you having fun, she's gonna find something wrong with what you're doing. She's gonna be looking for something wrong with what you're doing. And she's just not written well at all. I've caught up to the show. I've finished season 3, and I can safely say I still see the same issues. They've listened to critiques about Dejanay, and they've kind of mellowed her out a little bit by season 3. Maya is still the same annoying girl she was in the very first episode. I don't think I've seen a single bit of character growth with her, and that's okay. You know, in a show like Proud Family, I'm not expecting massive character growths for every single character. And for all we know, everything I'm saying could be the point of her character. Maybe she's supposed to be unlikable. Maybe she's supposed to be hated. Maybe she's literally poking fun at those people that are sensitive over everything these days. Maybe that's her whole shtick. That is what she's supposed to be. And if that is what she's supposed to be, then the writers did a very good job. But if they wrote her with the intention of being right all the time, she's not. She's blatantly not. I don't know. I just don't see the purpose with her character. I don't see what makes her needed for the show. Because, like I said, we already had an activist character. Penny has been an activist since the very first show. So to all the people that say, "Oh, the new show is woke," and say it like it's a bad thing, so was the original show. So was the original show. The issue with Maya isn't that she's woke. Obviously, that's the intention behind her character. The issue is how she's written. It's confusing to know how we're genuinely supposed to feel because sometimes the writing suggests we're supposed to be on her side. We're supposed to be agreeing with everything she says. But then she's the literal villain in half the episode she's in. She literally starts drama, like I keep saying. Like she starts most of the bullshit that you see happening in the series. And it's confusing. I don't understand the point of her character. We're 3 seasons in. Maybe season 4 might be a winner. Maybe season 4 might change her around. It might make her have more of a point to be there. But just so far, 3 seasons in, I don't see a point in her character. She doesn't do anything but cause drama, which is an issue that Dejanay had in the old series. And that's it. There's just nothing of substance to her character at all. And the few moments she does have that are nice are few and far between. Very few and far between. Like in the episode where we learn about her mother, sure, you feel a little bit of sympathy for her, but she's also a bitch throughout that whole episode. To the point where that is the only time in the entire series I've ever actually seen her apologize for her actions. That is the only time I've ever seen it. Even in the episodes where she is objectively in the wrong, even literally called out by Penny in the first episode, she don't apologize. She can't do nothing wrong. She's perfect. She doesn't do anything wrong. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. And I want to specify I am talking about the character of Maya. I am not talking about her voice actor. Kiki Palmer is a fantastic actor and has been in the business for quite some time now. Nothing about this video was directed towards Kiki Palmer. I want to specify that now. So please do not click this video and do not use this video to attack Kiki Palmer, the actor. She is playing a character. And we don't know what Kiki Palmer's views are. For all we know, she might just see this character as a silly, over the top stereotype, which she is. And obviously, good for her getting the role. Good for her being on such an iconic show like The Proud Family. But, that's just my thoughts on Maya. I think she's a pointless addition to the cast. Hasn't really contributed much that Penny didn't already do in the original series. I don't know. I just don't see a point in her character. This is Kunimitsu 877 signing off. Bye bye.